It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Lauren Scott.
Closing the gender wealth gap is crucial for women's long-term financial health, yet several barriers still stand in the way. I'm Lauren Scott, your host for Kansas City Spotlight, and today I'm joined by Sybil Sebastian with American Century Investments to explain just what they're doing to tackle this problem. Good morning, Sybil. How's it going?
Good morning, Lauren. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So tell me, what is the investment gap between men and women, and why does it exist?
So for every dollar a man owns, a woman owns only 32 cents. And that's even less for women of color. And there are three systemic reasons why this is the case. The first is that women just make less money, and so they invest less, right? The second is that we are caregivers not only to our children, but to our parents as well. And the third is just culturally, we're not used to investing.
So you guys also have a lot of cool collaborations coming up in Kansas City. I want to hear all about them.
Yeah, so we've partnered with the Kansas City Current as well as Meg Knappenberger. And the two things that we're really excited about at American Century is one, community, and two, women elevating women. So at American Century, we are a top employer of choice in Kansas City, and we really care about giving back to the community. And the Kansas City Current co-owner Angie Long brought women's soccer back into Kansas City for the first time, which is great, right? And supporting a local artist, she is really telling rich stories through her work. It's just a win-win relationship all around.
Now, as a woman, I want to learn more about steps that I can take to help my financial goals. What are some tips that you have for that?
Yeah, I mean, think about your physical health, right? There are certain things that you do to make sure you're physically healthy. You have to think about your financial health in the same way. As you get older, financial freedom is just as important as physical freedom and not depending on anybody. So just take the first step and lay out, well, what do I have to work with?
Okay, so if people want to learn more, get in touch, how can they do that?
So American Century has some great resources. Just go to myinvestingmove.com and take the pledge to take control of your finances.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the pledge.
Awesome.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here today, Sybil.
Thank you for having me.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by American Century Investments. Visit myinvestingmove.com.